court judge.
Yeah, I mean, he was the enforcer in writing of the, to my mind, flagrantly corrupt deal to essentially lift or pause prosecution of the mayor of New York in order to get him to submit to the whims of the federal government.
You see what he's doing?
That caused, in the office he used to work in, resignations out of principle from people that are lifelong Republicans and Federalist Society members. And I mean, just a violation so egregious and shocking that sort of anyone of any integrity in that office walked away.
Yeah, I mean, the acting U.S. attorney, I believe, clerked for Antonin Scalia, and is a lifelong Federalist Society member. This is not a raging.
There you go. Still lying trying to lie in the judicial system.
Took her job very seriously, which was to be nonpartisan, and there was no way of moving forward with that case that in any nonpartisan way, given what.
They're not for him. They're not for us. They're for him.
Deal that Eric Adams and Emil Bove and the Department of Justice entered into. And remember, Chris, Emil Bove could not find anyone to actually appear in court. He's essentially, he was the acting deputy attorney general, acting number 2.
Conflict of interest like a motherfucker.
And he had to come to New York and go into court and argue to the judge that the case should be dismissed because no one in the many, many rungs underneath him who would ordinarily do that was willing to put their name on it. That should tell you everything you need to know.
I want to ask you about another, I think, argument, use of power or sort of distortion of the legal system that's happening. And it pertains to something happening in your district and a lot of districts around the country. The Department of Homeland Security's ICE division has started doing this new tactic in which people show up to immigration court for a court date, right? So they're showing up. They're not trying to shirk on anything. They're showing
criminal
up.
Entrapment.
And the ICE agents lie in wait at court. The government asks that the case be dropped so that they can then snatch people immediately after and put them into deportation proceedings. This is happening in New York, I think, in the recent days. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, my district office here in Manhattan is in the same building as the immigration court. And over the last several days, there have been a number of circumstances where, as you point out, the Department of Homeland Security has deportation proceedings at play, goes into court, and dismisses those deportation proceedings.
See how they doing, people?
Which nullifies
illegal, man.
the asylum claim, which then has to be refiled. But before they can be
refiled, they snatch them.
In other words, right when they walk out of court, they're arrested, and now they're put into expedited removal, a different, far more aggressive, somewhat legally questionable claim that they should be deported. So these are people who are actually here lawfully.
Yeah.
Let's not forget, asylum is a lawful pathway to come into this country. And the Department of Homeland Security is trying
using that. That's how you talk about his numbers is up. Of course your numbers is up. You fucking
the law in order to come into this country.
Still ain't enough.
Are then expedited for removal processes where they cannot file asylum. And it's a demonstration of the ends to which this administration wants to purge our country of immigrants. And we are a country of immigrants, Chris.
I was about to say that.
Certainly those who
they are immigrants.
Crimes should be deported. But let's remember,
nobody's from here. Y'all from Europe.
We all came from somewhere else.
Yeah, exactly.
We're all coming to this country.
Exactly. That's how dumb people is.
And what this Department of
What makes you think this is your country, man?
Is nothing having to do with
your grandparents wasn't born here neither. What about we ship your ass out of here?
Crossing illegally over the border.
Back to Germany, wherever the fuck you was from, Italy. Ship your ass out of here.
Outright xenophobia.
Fuck makes you better than somebody else, man.